Hey everyone, let's do a collective reading and let's see what Spirit wants you to know at this time. What are some messages coming from higher sources or your higher self to get some healing, and some clarity and guidance. So let's start. But before I start, I want to start off with a postcard from Spirit. This is a deck by Colette Baron-Reid. It's like postcards. Maybe some of you guys know. Maybe we can pick a postcard from here and read the message and then move on. So let's get some message. Let's get a postcard. Okay. You are magic. Here. So I'll read this. Pump up the music. Bang the drums. Get on up and start that hustle toward your goals and dreams. There are times to be still, but this is not one of them. Now is the time to make that first move, say yes to life, pick up the phone, make that decision, and take that one step toward the gods or us. Us meaning, your friends in heavens. Expect a cascade of changes, good news, and opportunities to show up as if by magic. Well, we know it's really Spirit and all of us moving things around for your benefit. The point is that we are saying go for it. Go for it. Take positive action toward your dreams. Even if the outcome isn't an exact fit for your agenda, it will all be orchestrated by Spirit and arrive in divine appropriate timing. Don't you just love how it all works? We love you so much. So maybe that's what you needed to hear. It's talking about taking the first step and going for it, whatever your dreams are. So let's start with some affirmation. Let's get an affirmation, you guys, from Louis Hay. Louis, hey. From Louis Hay. I release all criticism. First of all, to myself. If I want to start something fresh, if I want to go for my dreams, I'm probably going to criticize myself a lot. And probably self-sabotage not to start. That process in and of itself is like listening to devil, The negative self-talk for me is devil speaking. But you need to shut it down and maybe flirt with it. I heard it somewhere. Like if you're having trouble with that negative self-talk, we all have. Instead of like approving it or denying it, just flirt with it. I heard something like that on TikTok and it just made sense, but I never tried. So I release all criticism. I only give out that which I wish to receive in return. My love and acceptance of others is mirrored to me in every moment. Another one. I let go of all expectations. I just listen to the sounds of the ocean. I let go of all expectations. I flow freely and lovingly with life. I love myself. I know that only good awaits me at every turn. So, okay. Now I want to get some tarot cards and see, what's going on. Let's get some tarot cards. There is almost like this strengthening of your bond with yourself at this time. You trust yourself more. With the Strength card, I feel like you cracked some codes of abundance. Because the first card that I get is Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn energy. She's holding on her hands a fan with a scarab beetle. And it signifies being grounded, being healthy, but also like having a very abundant energy. It's also interesting seeing that she has a binocular on her hand. Maybe she's going to an opera or a theater, something like that, a performance, and maybe that's an important gathering, for instance, important social gathering. That's how it feels. Or maybe she will take the center stage and be on the stage, right? There is the Leo energy also with the infinity strength card with the number 8. So your power number nowadays can be 8. I think you are awakening. You know much better what's good for your soul and what's not. Also, the strength card gives you courage, right? To take the first step to your abundance. And if you are willing to be like that, like have this strong and grounded, resilient pose, and really be fearless about it, then I feel like love is coming nowadays. With the Knight of Cups energy, someone that you do not expect may suddenly declare their true feelings to you with the Knight of Cups. Or somebody may be awakened something in themselves, and you are in the Queen of Pentacles energy. You are like grounded. For me, Queen of Pentacles is like Empress energy anyway. Knowing her worth, Somebody may declare their love, but they may be troubled, or someone may be troubled, or you may have some troubles nowadays too. Something troubling coming from your childhood, a childhood trauma with the full moon energy, kind of like bubbling up for you to heal it. So you may not actually be ready for love or ready for what's coming your way. For instance, somebody is saying like, I love you, and maybe you're not sure, or you may second guess it. You may not open up so easily. You are changing and you are evolving at this time. But you are ultimately gonna decide if it's worth pursuing maybe a new love connection. But in the past you realized you're not someone's slave. You're not someone's, slave is not the right word maybe, but you're not a tool for man's horny desires, So you may end certain connections that's really giving you pain, and that's really putting you in a space of hurt and trauma, or traumatizing you. Even if this love is traumatizing you, you may not want to go that way, Some of you guys are leaving a toxic connection, or even like a committed relationship, but you're leaving it. So the awakening is all about that. Knowing your worth is also all about that. And maybe your ex in that instance may apologize and say like, I love you, but then you realize you are hurt and it's not changing. So you're not gonna invest long term in this, whatever this is. There is a King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles and King of Wands came up right behind each other. Leo, Sag or Aries energy, somebody very passionate, very fiery, coming towards you. But the very same person may also be an Emperor in reverse, meaning they may be narcissistic. So this is a challenging offer. This is a challenging news, let me say, in the love department. Sometimes love is not enough. Like even when we see Knight of Cups, you know, even if it's pure, sometimes it's not enough because character is very important. Over thousands of personal private readings I have done, you guys, I realized, you know, not their thoughts, not their feelings. All it comes down to at some point is their character, their adamant, their true nature. It kind of all comes down to that because character develops over a long period of time and doesn't change like so easily. Yeah, justice in reverse. There may be injustice done to you by your father or by an authority figure, and maybe they're gonna be like, I love you, you know, come back to me. But it's not gonna be enough because it doesn't solve the justice issue. It doesn't heal the trauma. It doesn't heal the trauma. This person may be a Virgo too. I feel like you're gonna lose hope in a situation with the star card in reverse. You're probably gonna lose hope and realize, even if that was that kind of like is nice for your ego, that someone is coming back with love, it's still like not gonna open up your heart, I'm seeing. And you may at the end realize this is dead for me. It's a waste of time. I'm gonna start a new chapter with myself. There is somebody coming back, Eight of Cups in reverse, you guys. But some of you may take a second chance because there may be two people involved here. Maybe a new love entering, but also a past love who was very narcissistic and abused your heart. You're gonna realize that's over. But when you say that's over, a new chapter begins with someone else. It may also happen that way. But for a lot of you, this is ending a karmic connection, beginning a new chapter, and at this time just planning out your life, full with passion, but not necessarily with someone else, because hermit, you know, signifies being alone, and enjoying alone time. Yeah. Inner child. It all comes down to inner child. Your inner child is not happy in a connection and it's hurt. And the other party is not really doing anything to heal it. Or you let, you know, others break your spirit, break the happiness of that inner child, because inner child is curious and it's very sensitive. And people usually ignore that and make harsh movements that really hurts the inner child, you know. So you still have empathy, you still have compassion, but I think it's gonna go towards your inner child instead of, for instance, a love connection at this time. Your inner child needs healing. And in order to do that, you need to create space, a safe space for that inner child to, for instance, play Lego, maybe play mobile games. I don't know, like whatever makes that inner child happy. But it's gonna need for healing. It's gonna need some time and space. So you need to clear your space from toxic connections, you know. Whatever puts you in that devilish space, which is 901s, which is the trauma space, right? Dark thoughts. So you're gonna clear something from your life, and as soon as you do that, you're starting a new chapter. That's very exciting. With the limitless card, you're gonna realize you were limited by your choices in relationships, or like narcissistic abusers who are just pure devil or pure, unjust. You're gonna realize you are limitless, and you're also gonna stop living in the past or obsessing over the future. You're gonna live in the moment. You're gonna come to the right now. It just requires surrender from your part. When you do that, you will receive divine abundance, and finally you're gonna open up. Because I think you have been in the hermit mode for quite some time, or because of some connection you kind of isolated yourself for healing. And as soon as you heal, someone from your past comes over with love. But this time you're not stupid. This time you are not gullible. Because you have awakening and strength. Awakening. I'm no longer in spiritual slumber, I'm hearing. Let's get some cards. Childlike devotion. Something happening to nurture the inner child, for sure. Inner child. It was the first card I got, right? Inner child. Surrounded by almost like a blue lotus flower, and blue lotus is actually used in ancient Egyptian healing, you guys, and I really recommend, if you can buy blue lotus essence and sort of like use it when you do meditation. Blue lotus essence, it's a sacred oil used in Egyptian healing. Yukish, say hi. Yukish, guys. Yukish. Yukish. Yeah, she got her camera time, but I'm gonna let her go now. Childlike devotion. Some of you guys are like turning 50 and realizing your inner child needs healing, or you can connect more deeply with your inner child. For instance, you're going into adventures. You're leaving your comfort zone. You want an adventure. So it's saying here, childlike devotion. You are a multi-talented, complex being. Embrace and love who you are. Childlike devotion. Take your time. Pressure from others or yourself can be released by renegotiating what you are trying to accomplish. You need to have a gentle moderation when it comes to expectations of outcomes from yourself. It's coming back to I release all criticism, you guys. Having a gentle moderation of your time, for instance. And every step counts. It links to the postcard we get, right? Every step counts. Every step counts. And your destiny is sealed. Like your destiny is sealed. As long as you make forward movement and don't forget to take steps, you're gonna reach somewhere you have never envisioned before. It's how it goes. But when you don't even take any steps and only on your mind dreaming, it's not gonna help, right? Law of attraction says, okay, like do those things, but also take action. There's an advantage in taking things slowly, breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. I'm feeling like you're gonna dance in the rainbow soon. Dance in the rainbow. Okay, let me get one more card and I'm gonna finish it. The ringmaster of scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, details. I think you are working on something where you're gonna face your fears, where you're gonna, but you have to be neutral about everything, you know. Gift of neutrality, I think is kind of like gentle moderation. There is a certain magic in being neutral. Whenever you are neutral, meaning you're not taking a side, neither light nor dark, that awakens a very mystic energy, but also a very authentic energy, because we are both light and dark. So there is a gift of neutrality. Balance is at work in your life. Yin and yang are opposites in energy, but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. Coming back to this, the ring master of scrutiny, you may wanna use power rings. For instance, this ring, Horus Eye, it's a power ring made with alchemy by real alchemists. It's a power ring, for instance. It helps me. You may wanna maybe search about that. Discernment, clear vision, details. You're gonna receive a clear vision. You're almost gonna like receive all the details with this full moon in Virgo. Virgo is all about details, right? Details and also discernment. So you need to be very discerning and look at every detail and see, clear the vision, clear the picture from unnecessary attachments. Yeah. You need to scrutinize your life in general. You know, your close friends, people you are attached to, people that you still have expectations about, almost like scrutiny, having scrutiny. Yeah, I'm gonna finish with that one, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. You're welcome to join the channel, like the video, and maybe comment if that resonated. If that resonated, you can comment, you guys. I love you all. I'm gonna be seeing you in the next one. Namaste.